Hello, good evening. Welcome to another Saturday night where I'm going to attempt to do something. We'll see how it comes out. So, again, the goal for the night is to sculpt a gummy bear or get to sculpting a gummy, close enough to finishing a gummy bear that will have something I might be able to use in uh, a future project and maybe even create something that I can make a mold and a casting off of. So, hey Jeremy, how you doing? Welcome in. So yeah, so we'll I guess, get started here. Hey Volchi, how you doing? Jeremy says hello.
Hello.
Hey Yadi, how you doing? All right, let's see. I need to connect this back up real quick before we can share. Fulci says hello. You've been waiting for me. I'm sorry. I was assisting in helping or assisting in getting dog bowls ready for feeding time. There we go. All right. So here we go. Let me add this. We'll go this way. So again tonight. Oh, it's all good. All good. So again tonight, my goal is to sculpt a gummy bear, and ideally be very close to a finished project or product. So I've been trying to do some things that are a little bit more difficult, and so I want to try and do something that might be a little bit more simple and that I might be able to finish in the time that I'm here, so that you guys can maybe see some more of the something that's a little bit more finished than where I've been getting. I do plan to go back to some of the stuff that I have been doing, but for now, I think this is what I'm going to do. So here we go. I am going to go ahead and use this sphere as part of the gummy bear body. So I'm going to move it up. I do like I usually do. I'm going to put in kind of a floor to kind of give me some perspective on what it might look like once it's done and potentially printed or molded and cast. So let me go ahead and add in a cylinder here. I'm going to make it bigger. Let's do this. Go there. Let's see. Get a few more faces. Let's smooth that out. So do that. And then let's shrink it down a bit. And move it right there. All right. So now we've got. Hey, Lebowski Gaming, how you doing? There we go. Got kind of a floor going there. So we'll go ahead and validate that. I think this sphere I'm going to use as kind of the belly. So I'm going to go ahead and name these real quick. It's Aperture. Hey, Aperture. We'll call that belly. And we'll call this the floor. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add in a few more things to kind of start blocking out our gummy bear body. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add in a box for kind of the upper body and chest. this down a little bit more. Move that up there. Let's bring you down. In there a little bit. Just a little bit more. Maybe somewhere in there. I'm sure that I'll probably adjust it. So, but I think for now that looks good. Go ahead and validate. We'll get this to. And again, trying to name the pieces as well, or kind of where they're at, so that I don't forget, and so that when I'm looking here at my list of stuff, I know what each piece is. So let's add in another sphere. Putting this one up here, so this is going to this should be the head. Shrink it down a bit. Somewhere in there. Yeah, sure, that looks good. And go ahead and clone. Pull that down, right over here, shrink it down. For now, I think that looks good. So that'll be an ear. And I'll go ahead and just clone that again, because why not? Let's put it there. Rotate to the side. Down here. Back to the face a little bit. All right, so that'll be the snout. Actually, I'm going to turn off that grid. This is snout.
I'm going to let you out, but your pillow.
Let's see. Let's see. I want to make sure I add something in for the nose and the eyes. For the eyes, actually, I'll just make this, try to make it a little bit more simple. We'll clone. So I'll use a mirror command once I'm ready. I'll mirror it to the other side.
You have to eat this. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Ethel, go. Get out.
All right. So there's the eye. Let's see. And then let me reorder these real quick, just so I'm kind of. Oh, I don't want that to be there. There we go. And I'm going to add a cylinder. And let's put it in. that. I'm gonna snap it. I want to rotate it. Go. Back on. Let's pull it this way. Up. Shrink it. Lots more. Let's see.
You want this, Jonah?
Let's see. So somewhere in there for kind of a nose. We'll go ahead and validate that. Name it. All right.
She actually
Okay.
married or uncle. Come on, Lucy. Come on.
Let's see. Let's see if we do it here. So I'm going to add on a sphere. This will be a shoulder. I think that'll look all right. And I'll add one to the other side in a little bit. Go ahead and validate that.
Come here. Ethel. Come here.
And
Not yours.
let's
Let's go. Go get your dinner. Come on.
try to think how I want to do the arm. When I think about that, I'll go ahead and do a leg. I'm going to use a sphere for the leg and stretch it out.
Ethel, what are you doing?
So I'm going to shrink it down that way. This side again.
Come here, Ethel. You're not gonna eat, don't eat. You wanna go out?
Up to there. Okay. There's that. Okay. So I'm actually using the iPad. So what all I'm doing is I'm casting the screen to the computer to share. And validate that. And let's add another sphere to do like a foot with. So let's shrink it down. Put it down a little bit more, maybe. it over here. And then this will stretch out that way. Pull it out.
Can you move me? Should we have a move over,
I
please?
think we'll pull it down just a little bit more. Okay. So I think I like that in general. And all right, now I guess I gotta decide on that arm. Do I want to use the tube, or do I want to use a cylinder? I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to use the tube. The reason I'm going to use a tube is so that if I come back and I want to bend the arm in some way, I can do that. So let me get my tools here. Tube. Path. So let's see. So we'll go to there, and I'll add a point there. So what that'll do is that'll allow me to bend that arm. So do that. And make it a little thicker there. I think we'll go with that. And to go ahead and validate it. So the animation stuff, I don't know if I can do it in Nomad, but there's Blender, which is a free app that is a little bit more in depth than Nomad, and so you could take what you've sculpted in Nomad and export it into Blender and then do some animations from there. But you might be able to do it from Nomad. I'm not sure yet. I know that that's what I've heard other people who use Nomad more often talking about. So, yeah. Ah, gotcha. Hold on one second here. I don't know. I've read that there's potential updates that would include something like animation for this too. I don't know how old those updates were, so I don't know where I'm at for sure on that. I haven't dove into that piece yet. Okay. Let's switch it in there. That makes sense. And then, so let me do this. 2. It's going to be arm. This sphere, there's the foot. There. Oh no worries. I'm still learning the program quite a bit, so I don't necessarily know. Like I said, I just know from some of the what is it? The Skillshare classes that I've been taking. That was one of the comments that had been made is to do the animations. They take it from Nomad to Blender. So, in saying that, makes me assume that Blender or Nomad doesn't have animation in it now or yet, but go here. So the hand. Yeah, you can. I forget which file type it is off the top of my head, but yeah, you can export it as basically a sculpt file that you can use in Blender as well. Okay. I think as kind of a basic, general kind of blocking out, I think we're in decent shape. And now it's just going to be, can I make it look a little bit more like a gummy bear? And before I get much further, let me actually name this and save it. All right. That way I don't lose all of my progress. Let's see. So I think I want to work on the body a little bit here first. Let's see. And I think what I want to do is let's make this a little bit skinnier first. Yes, no, and sometimes I forget. I get lost in what I'm doing, and I have had it to where I was, I had just kind of finished something, and then it pooped out on me and didn't have it. So, yeah, that was not a happy thing there. Let's see. Let's do that. I want to. Let's see. How do I want to? I think what I'll do is I'll start doing some move. So let's move. And I'm going to actually, before I do that, yeah, and it's one of those. Again, I should know better. Actually, what I'm going to do first, I think I want to pull. Actually, I don't. Never mind. I don't. I'm thinking about stuff that I shouldn't be. So I'm gonna pull. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. Undo that. Over here. Go. Let's see. Actually, I do want to do this. I do want to do what I was thinking about doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask some of this, and I'm going to be able to kind of pull some of it together a little bit better. So mask.
She didn't want to talk to me. She was scared. I told me scared. I told you scared. You come back to her.
All right, so we'll mask that. We'll do that. I'm going to invert it. Ooh, that was not quite. Hold on. Invert.
You're fucking wrong. She's fucking wrong.
I should do this a different way. Let's do it. This is what I wanted. Yes. There we go. Now we'll do that. And use the gizmo. Shrink it just bit. Let's
It's not for me, it's for my sister.
Hey, whatever. How much you need? 100. That's doing business with you.
okay.
Darryl, have you heard of the new product on the street?
Okay, we'll do that. I think
It's around.
all
They
right.
touch that shit though.
We'll see. I can always change that later should I desire.
Is it Truman?
Actually, no, I don't.
Don't know who's
I don't
behind.
like it.
I started with the flu.
We're gonna mess with the belly first. Let's make it just a little bit bigger here. Oh, that's
Y'all know good work or something, I'll be fine. Drop you off to the park.
in a bit. And then remove. Swap that out a little bit.
Where's Thomas? He's downstairs.
And then let's.
Okay, you got it.
Just all right. I think that's bit better there on the belly. So let's switch back over to the chest. Actually, let's do that. And hold on one second. Let's see. All right. Let's have okay, I think that's a little bit better there. Okay. I want to see how this is going to look when I see if it does what I want it to do this. So I'm going to, what I'm going to actually end up doing here, I'm going to combine the chest and the belly. I'll do that over here to voxel.
Try the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu because nothing says summer like baseball and blizzard.
This is the best writer. Wrong. Clorox rated people's brain waves while they tried stuff. Massages, dogs, cleaning, and treat.
I'm going to
And results.
bring in smooth.
Is right.
It may not be quite what I wanted, and I may need to do something different, which is okay. I'm thinking I may have actually wanted to use another sphere. Yeah, I think I may want to use another sphere actually for the upper body on this guy. So easy enough. So I'm going to take this, uncheck that, chests. I am going to actually delete and
Yeah. What is wrong? What's wrong, buddy?
Atmosphere.
He was like losing his mind over there.
I think that actually looks a little bit better. Or at least I think I like it a little bit better. I'll put it that way. Now, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, whatever, please feel free to speak up and let me know. So that's actually grab all those: the shoulder, the arm, and the hand. To make sure that the shoulders. Well, what you're seeing being done isn't exactly amazing, at least in my opinion. I'll put it that way. All right. I think I'll come back to that. I think kind of whatever there. Let's move up. Let's work on this head a little bit. So let's do that. Right.
Java.
She loves interesting so good.
Okay. Let's do this. Uh-huh. That's I got the snout off a little bit, so that explains why that was looking a little weird. We'll get that fixed first. Get this done. And
It was funny. She
That's a little bit better there on the nose. Do this. Grab that snout.
She told her that to keep listening to them to get her strong. I was in my belly. All I could ever do was escape the pain, but she couldn't. She only freed me out of peace.
There we go. All right. Let's mess with this eye for a minute. Number one, that's too far out. Let's pull that in a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm going to actually, here on the head, I am going to flatten this front piece just a bit. Yes. Maybe just a little bit.
Now,
Okay, there's that. Front as well. I'm going to make it just a little. There we go.
flavor of lavazza dolce vita.
This is so space. This. Confused.
It would be bench and holding order.
She finally
Did you? Okay. Good.
prosciutto.
Bougie dog.
Yeah, I might as well try it. Have a fat one.
And tell when the wine is everything I do. Who are you? Oh. Tell me what you think, Philip.
Yeah, I think it's full. Whoa, what the hell?
What?
She might need another shot of hot sauce.
Oh my god, it's soaking wet.
Okay.
What the hell?
We just slow down. Come on, can you do that for me? Okay. Good. They look pretty bad. I'm gonna try and.
Oh my god.
You take perception, so you don't go and sit down. Don't survive the night, you don't go. Okay, for me. Please.
I don't know who that was. Yeah,
It is.
not her.
Okay. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. Now I just want to pull those eyes back in a little bit more. Alright. Actually, let's do that.
Ever since Mr. Son's died, it's been a lot nicer. He's not helping folks out of the shop, he's helping folks out on the street. And he's not feeling so well these days, so I'll be stepping in.
So sorry. It's just headaches.
It's part of it.
What?
Like, follow me or
Like all the way through it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Do- oh,
Casey found Emily Morris, and she told Casey, if you were the one who put her in this company. And so I went to talk to you, and then I saw you with the duffel bag.
Okay.
And then the needles, and then what was I supposed to do? Thank
not around the still kill.
I think that looks good. I think the angle and everything on that is nice.
Because that's what she told people. And I doubted her so many times.
So-
I just couldn't decide.
Add a little bit more. Let's clone.
You gained her trust. And who's mine?
Make it a little bit bigger.
I'm so sorry.
And
Okay?
then I'm going to trim.
I know, if I could take it back, I would.
There's no taking this back.
Actually, we'll do that.
I was in love with you, baby. Don't tell me show you.
Go to these. Okay, still on that one.
I'm all right here. Just let it have it kind of bit. Why did you go in that case last one?
Okay, I think I like that for the eye. So let's go ahead and we'll do this. So I'm gonna take eye. So add and mirror.
That's great.
And eye. Add and mirror.
Thomas wanted the best period.
So there we go. That gives us the eyes. I may come back and do some more, but that at least gives us something a little bit more to look at. Now let's come and mess around with the ear for a minute. Validate. Yes. Validate the other one.
Thomas wanted to get in for bed.
Alright, so let's go to the ear. Back a little bit on the head. And I want to flatten it out. And let's bring it down a bit.
Sorry. He came up here. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. And then let's.
He does not touch it on all oil. I mean, but what?
Let's see. Let's go with a. Ooh, this would be a good time actually for. Oh. Welcome in M Dubs and thank you. Ah.
Are you sure that's what she said? Yeah. What were her exact words? Casey told you her. Their exact words. When I found her that day ago, I told her I needed to talk to her, but she wouldn't talk to me. She was high as hell. She got up, she walked away, she didn't say anything. So I begged her to talk to me. Tell me your daughter, try out with somebody else, but she was left me and told me to fuck off. She didn't want to talk to me because of you, because you were, because I told her, and I was like, wait, I don't understand, what is this thing I do with my sister? And she said, because it's her partner, like I already knew that, so she ran away. And I said, partner? Yes.
Actually.
She said, partner. Yeah. What's wrong? Truman hasn't been my
I'm
partner.
gonna try to do it this way, I think. Actually.
My name is Eddie Lafferty, and I'm assigned to be on Truman. Here. Just off the fire.
Yep. Nope, not like that.
It's a cop. You didn't know. He doesn't know surprise. Also good with that.
So let's go back to this and see.
Smoking graduate. I didn't know he was going to wait. Maybe if you just explain that to him, I understand. No, he won't. He won't.
This.
What is it? Oh my God. Come on. That's Lafferty. Box. That's the name of the guy who got shot in the wars. We all went to high school with him. I heard Lafferty. So Jimmy was bringing it off those
Cemetery off. That off. That's
And
what
so was explaining his goal.
having an issue with.
There's a detective in my department. A cop. Yeah. Pretty good. No fucking way. We don't know how I hit this place. You're better off going to doc. You're not better off going to doc. I met him. He's not.
Why am I so old?
Yeah, we're gonna try and freehand this. Let's write that down anyway.
Introducing the 3-row all-electric unmanned pilot with class-leading interior space.
I'm jumping what in.
There we go. That's what I've been wanting. Now, oops. Go back to mask. I want to invert it. Gizmo. And I'm going to pull you in just a bit.
Because everybody who's participated to serve you is on to
That should work. I hope that will work. Find out. Alright, so mask clear. And now I'm going to smooth this out. That's better. I think that looks kind of like an anyway. A little bit more anyway. All right. We're going to come in and flatten this just a bit. Smooth it back out. There we go. All right, so let's take the ear and we're going to add a mirror. There we go. There we go. And we'll validate that. I think that's right. Let's see.
That's all clear. Holy shit. Prescription. Listen. Fuck time.
For what I'm doing. So, all right. Let's come in on the foot. Right now, and I'm not going to do much to the foot here. I'm just going to add in kind of like some lines so that it looks like he's kind of got some toes. So I'm going to go with the crease tool.
I'm coming there. Don't worry, dear. I'll stay on top. This chief pump is coming pretty early.
What if you say kids back that way? They don't call this time.
Just soften it up a little bit. Soften it a little bit more still.
At Wayfair, we're game for every style.
But play cherry. I'll have my favorite chair. Got it. All right, ready? This one rocking chair.
Doesn't have to chase money.
Sure.
This is chair mates. I'll be wrong with this.
Well, there's no rule about having it in my car. It's Sarah's little chair. Yes. Wow.
Let's do
Got my
this.
first cherry.
This is a meal. We're talking a good food that makes you feel good meal. You feeling that? Now, meal this. A salad for first time in a week meal. A catching up with your ex meal.
So, how's your mom?
Been there. Ooh, a smart gradual meal. Race by and I need 5 minutes to myself meal. Whatever you're feeling, at Panera, it just feels good.
try to see. That's just a little bit. This back. I'll take the nose. The same. Just bring it back here. All right. Then go back and forth to the crease. Make sure symmetry is on. I hope if I'm on the right thing. That's why we're not seeing anything happen. There we go.
Got nothing for me? I got nothing.
You sure it can't be another?
Don't take it, kid. You're either an angel or you're nothing. Look at me as a gift. Look at how sharp we are. Smart. You don't like it. Nah, you're shy. You don't like people look at you. Too, you don't either. That's true. I don't. This is your place. Read anything. You can read, right?
Cheryl Francis O'Brien, Francis Patrick O'Brien, Robert Paul O'Brien.
This is your great grandfather. This is your great uncle. This is your other grandfather. Maybe it's Fitzpatrick by name. But you've got O'Brien blood in your veins. Oh, that's God, awesome. That'll be O'Connor. Out of tune again. And give me what version of the band? What? New band. You know what I like to hear sometimes? It's fresh stuff.
All right, how does that look? Let me get you guys' opinion. Since, yeah.
Let's stay away, because
Need your help. Some Dakashi.
that's a whole lot.
Make him kind of a happy little gummy bear here.
You want to find out? You got to talk to God. Thank you, Mark.
Let's see. Let's do this. Take the snout and the head. There we go. We're gonna do that. We're going to flux these together. Alright, so now I can take smooth, just kind of make it look a little bit more like it all kind of goes together. There we go. smooth this all out a little bit, please. Make it look a little bit nicer.
Don't move. Hands up. Shut up. Hands up. Where is she? Where's Casey? Where the fuck is Casey? Huh? Where is she? You get down. Get down. Hands behind your head. You too. Eddie. Where the fuck is Casey?
Yeah, it's looking much
Where
nicer.
is she? Shut up! I said get down. Casey? Casey, you here?
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah, that looks nicer. And then I probably should have done the ears at the same time. That's okay. I can come in and do those a little bit later. All right, let's work on this.
You lied to me. The day I met you, you lied to me when I came to your apartment. You were telling me about how Herman and his buddies were the ones who told a line when it's you.
It's you. Yeah, maybe they do too. But they're not the ones who killed those men. You are.
I do, yes, I do. And there's only one witness who knows that you could do something like that too. Now tell me where the fuck my sister is.
Shut up!
Casey trusts you. You said you were a good guy.
I am a good guy. The fuck you think right in the fucking hospital? Taking a coke to this side.
Then where is she?
No.
You're lying. You're both lying. Tell me the truth. What's very bad the truth?
And what you killed. And I know you killed Paul too. And for your sake, Casey better still be alive.
Okay.
Tell me what you did.
All right, let's do this. No mask.
Maybe it was because you used your badge to force them to have sex with you.
Step back.
Oops.
Listen. Swear. You gotta understand. You're in training. Saying they're gonna go to my boss. It's because they're going to find out. That's what's gonna be me. I got a chance. What would you do?
Where did you do that? How could it do this?
Clear. Smooth.
Make you step back.
Let's see. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and connect the hand and the arm. And arm. And we'll get that cleaned up here. Go up to there. Okay.
Go ahead. Spend a lot of my life on touch.
And before I forget, I save.
stay. Hey, go. Keep walking until you can't see the cathedral and we'll go.
And let's come back to the crease tool. And we're gonna just kind of do the same thing that we did with the feet with the hand here.
She'll take care.
Because we're not necessarily trying to go for super detail here. We're just trying to make it look, you know, kind of like it should be. We're getting there. So let's see.
They just hop from a baseball game to a show on
There.
It's like all their apps and channels are.
Oh, ball connected. So, you showed?
She talked to us.
Tell them how to breastfeed all your babies on one home screen. I can't contact session with them in Rochester. Mind control.
You recently electrocuted.
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I for one have been treated.
Temperatures are rising, and River Rock Casino invites you to turn up the heat and win a portion of $1 million. Saturdays will be sizzling on June 14th and 28th, and on July 12th and 26th for your chance to spin and win a share of $1 million. The fun starts at 7 p.m. in free play. Then at 9 and 10 p.m., 2 lucky numbers will spin to win cash. Fun
Same
numbers
thing with
start
the
at
shoulder.
now. Only at River Rock Casino. Just 20 minutes north of Santa Rosa.
Validate this. Let me add in the yeah, so yes.
Got some lips on him.
Heck yeah. Okay, there we go.
Well, there's where that is.
What are you looking
Earlier, I was looking for this.
Oh.
It's gonna do things with it.
for? Were you now?
Yep.
Okay.
So the killer was Lafferty,
Lafferty.
the guy from Ray Donovan.
Gotcha.
So when the girl that got shot that got away finally came to said it was her partner, everyone assumed it was Truman, but Truman wasn't her partner for a long time.
Right.
So, not thinking it meant her new partner. So, they came in and killed him.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to go through and I'm actually going to get a bunch of this all together because let's see. So yeah, we'll put all this together.
Maybe it's because I knew deep down that I was letting you down. We were kidding. We were just saying we were supposed to be able to fuck up and make mistakes and have that be okay, but everybody's probably criminals. We're never supposed to be happy.
So yeah, just smoothing this out, trying to make it a little bit more cohesive.
I do have that Mickey from the phone. I just got the phone.
Rename this. And we're actually going to want to.
Thank you.
Okay.
Washing.
Let's go ahead and actually put those together. Body and head. And
Elizabeth O'Connor,
all right.
Amelia Delvecchio.
Again, I just want to take smooth around here and just kind of make it a little more cohesive in look here.
We gather today to mourn the loss of these friends. Each of them was a member of our community. Each of them was one of God's own children. People were promised, people loving, and they loved. And one after another, in the line, in a river, no cops, no offense. A long, bright river of departed souls. May you all rest
All right. Well,
and find comfort in the light.
that's.
You know, it took us a while to figure out the one that had to go with all. There's a lot.
I don't know. I think this is a relatively decent, kind of gummy bear-ish sculpt that I might be able to use here in the future for a couple projects, a couple ideas that I have coming up. So, one of those, I don't know what you all think. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I messed around with this. And I think this is a good spot to kind of finish up. I might tweak it a little bit more. We'll see, but yeah, I definitely have some ideas that I'm gonna flush out and do with potentially this gummy bear and Carl, and then possibly some other things. So yeah, I think overall this guy came out decently. Again, I'm still learning, so I have a long ways to go before I probably feel better about some of these sculpts. But yeah, I think this is a decent spot, like I said, to call it for the night. So let me do this. All right. Again, thank you for you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. So, Fulci, Aperture, Audie, Jeremy, and then I believe that's Merchbot. I appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Maybe see you guys around here and there. But yeah, have a good one. Thank you, and probably see y'all next week. Bye.